What's going on, people's wife and D, and welcome to episode 7 of Heavy Hitters Podcast. Me, your boy FND, and this guy right here, Jimmy Hardnails.
We came from episode 1 to episode 7. Now we're in heaven.
Yes, but I like that wordplay, yeah?
You like that, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool, man.
So what's new, bro?
We asked in the last episode some questions to the audiences.
Yeah, go on.
To say, what questions do you have or what can we talk about today? And it came flooding in with questions. And one of the questions was quite a hostile question. It was like, who would win in a fight between Harris FND and me, aka Z? And would you like to answer that?
Me?
I say me. I would kick the fuck out of this guy. Fucking you sly bastards. They just want us to have beef, don't they? But yeah, man. Did you read any of the questions?
It'd be like that scene from Rocky 3 when Rocky and Apollo are dancing around in the ring, and then just before the bell goes, they both go to punch each other and knock each other out, Sparko on the floor. Hey, bro.
Yeah, man. But who do you reckon would win in that fight? If push came to shove, who would win in an actual big boy toe-to-toe fight?
It's not really fair, bro. I'm about 3 times bigger than you. It's not fair, is it? So
True, but the thing is, I've got boxing background.
it doesn't matter, bro.
I think it does.
It doesn't matter.
Seriously, I think it does. I think if you got boxing, the thing is, you might have the power, obviously, because you got the weight behind you and the foundation.
Yeah.
I've got the speed and the
You're not that fast.
Are you sure? Because me and Harris have actually.
You're not that fast.
We have actually sparred before, haven't we?
No, we're messing about. We used to go to this gym together. We were just mucking about.
And you used to always say that sparring with you is like slippery fucking. It's hard to connect on you.
It's not slippery, bro. It's just you bend yourself in half for some reason.
So I just go like this.
Yeah, you're literally coming at me like you're gonna suck me off, bro. I'm trying to hit you. It's like it's just ridiculous. But anyway, I'd never fight you, bro.
Obviously,
you're one of my best mates, right? So end of the day, I wouldn't fight you, but that kind of question, the person who asked that kind of question obviously wants us to.
They want to see a fight, eh? They want to see a fight. But whoever that person is, come down and we'll show you how to fight. We'll have fucking 6 cars pull up now, innit? Motherfucker, what did you say about me? I'm here, let's fucking brawl. Yeah, so we had a lot of various questions. Do you manage to read any of the questions?
Yeah, I read loads of them were random shit, bro, I'll be honest with you.
Like some people asked the most daft questions. Like one of them said, Zishi, what's your favourite cereal? And I was thinking, fucking hell, Kellogg's Cornflakes is not one of my favourite cereals. But I'll tell you what is. Crave. Yeah, you know that. That purple Crave, you know that milk chocolate? I like that.
Yeah.
What's your favourite cereal?
Crave's good. I like Weetabix.
Weetabix?
Yeah, Weetabix. You know, you can either get the big Weetabix and you put like honey and banana and fruit in, or you get the small ones which have chocolate chips in, bro. Banging.
I like the chocolate chip ones.
But you can also get like, when I was a kid, obviously, Cocoa Pops and shit like Frosties. Standard ones.
Fuck that. What I used to do with cereal, yeah.
I know the story.
They call me serial killer because you have Kellogg's Honey Nut Cornflakes, then you've got fucking Crave, and then you got Cocoa Pops, and you think, I don't want to show love to one cereal. You know what I'll do? I'll fucking mix all of the bastards in one bowl. That's what I used to do.
Didn't you used to put chocolates in as well?
Yeah. I'd put fucking milk chocolate buttons in the bastard bowl as well, man. Just to give that, like that flavour. Like you got that crunch, then you got that, like that little, when you break into chocolate kind of vibe into the cereal. And I remember eating cereal in front of one of my boys, which is Raju. And I remember we were just sat talking, and I'm having one bowl, and I'm like, and I start putting another one, and I'm like, So basically, as the milk's going down, I top it up, and then he goes, you fucking fat bastard, how many times are you gonna fucking pour the cereal in? I'm like, cuzzy, I'm a serial killer, you know what I mean? Well, yeah. So we had quite a various range of questions. We had some situational topics as well. One of the situational topics was like, do you remember reading about it? Do you want to tell the audience what the situation topic was from one of the viewers who gave us a scenario and they want some advice?
why don't I just read it out?
Yeah, let's read it.
It's a bit of a difficult one to memorize.
So this is a question that came in from one of our viewers who wanted to discuss the situation and they want to answer from ourselves of the situation. And it came from a user. Have you got it up?
I'm not going to say his name. Obviously, it's anonymous, isn't it?
Yeah, it's probably called Sexy Bitch 124. You know what I mean? But that name's not really an actual name. You know what I mean?
But yeah, this is a serious question.
Yeah.
Before the lockdown, this is the guy, right? This is the guy who's.
So this is the question that was posted to us in regards to what should we give him advice on?
So this guy asks, before the lockdown, I met a girl in Bradford and we hit it off, and we had great chemistry. Bear in mind, I have a lovely wife at home who is great at cooking and cleaning. Anyway, me and this girl started talking and we took it to the next level and ended up in a sort of relationship. She knew I was married. This girl lives in BD3 and a lot of my boys are from there as well. I lied to my wife saying that I had a business trip in Italy for 10 days, but I was really in BD3 with this girl. Unfortunately for me, Boris announced a lockdown and closed the borders. I couldn't just come home because my wife thought I was stranded in Italy, but really I was just up the road. I continued to lie for 2 weeks saying I can't come home yet, but at the same time I was hiding when going to Tesco's in case she saw me around. I was just chilling with my boys at the time as well, and I thought that I got away with the lie. But recently, however, one of my boys spoke with my wife and the subject came up and he said I was in Bradford throughout the lockdown. He didn't know about the situation actually. Now my wife isn't giving me headache. Now my wife is giving me headache. I can't fucking read. Now my wife is giving me a headache about it and asking a lot of questions. What should I do in this situation? What should I do in this situation? I don't know what to do. I can't lose my wife. Her cooking is too nice. But at the same time, I need advice on how to resolve the situation. Thanks for reading and hope to hear from you soon. And the comment after that said, you are a grade A, Wally.
And then the other comment said something along the lines of, mate, you're a bell end.
So yeah, someone said you're a bell end as well. Listen, we don't want to judge. Thing is, I don't know whether it's serious or not. If it is serious, you know, then obviously we're going to give a bit of advice on it. But if it's not serious, then obviously it's just a bit of a fucking far-fetched fairy tale. But if it's, listen, I'd rather people who are going to come and comment and ask for advice and you know, to be serious and not to joke, because obviously I don't want to make this podcast just all about jokes. I want it to be quite serious as well. Do you know what I mean? HD. By the way, HD's back behind the camera today.
Yeah, back on track.
He had Corona for 3 weeks, but now he's back. But anyway, so let's just say this is a serious scenario, okay? The guy's cheating on his wife. Obviously, that's a big no-no. You should never do that. Whether your wife's a bitch or whether she's got nice cooking, you know, I shouldn't determine whether you're cheating your wife or not. There's always temptations out there. Trust me. Trust me, daddy.
Okay.
Yeah, that's what Drake said. Drake said, trust me, daddy. Anyway, I always say that. I don't know why. So I can't say trust me without saying trust me, daddy. Anyway, so trust me, I'm married. And when I lived in Dubai where there's supermodels everywhere, bro. So trust me, there's always temptations. Your eyes can wander and shit like that, but just cheating on your wife is a big no-no, trust me. So this guy's obviously had some sort of temptation in BD3. Don't know where he lives, but this BD3 temptation. Obviously, he's went and he's, you know, he's had his cake and he's eating it. And now obviously he's got to pay the price. End of the day, you do the crime, you got to do the time. So he's obviously got, now his wife is giving him a hard time. Unfortunately, bro, you got to just deal with it now. You know what I mean?
So what's the advice to him then? Like, what should you do in this situation?
Decide whether you want to stay with your wife or you want to finish with your wife and then go and.
But he loves her cooking. What? He's in a dilemma now, isn't he?
No, this is what makes me think it's a fake story, bro. Forget the cooking aspect. Let's talk about real life shit. Yeah. End of the day, if you've cheated on your wife, yeah, she's obviously going to be in the right in the right for being upset with you. You've got to then decide whether you want to scrap off this woman from BD3 and concentrate on getting your marriage back together, yeah, or you want to scrap your marriage if it's not doing any good, and then continue with BD3 and maybe pay your wife to cook food for you now and again if you're hungry and if she makes good food. Maybe that's maybe that's a fucking situation you can deal with her later on. But yeah, This brings me to a documentary I watched on Netflix the other day, bro. You will not believe this documentary. I know people watch it right now. You must have seen it. Eh? You must have seen it. Someone's got to have seen it, bro.
What's the documentary?
American Murder.
Oh, with Chris Watts.
Chris Watts.
The guy who killed his own kids.
Bro, this guy met a girl from work who he fancied, he wanted to be with. So because he wanted to be with this woman from work, he killed his wife and kids so that he could clean off his old life and have a new life with this woman from work, bro. Can you fucking believe that shit?
Now the question is, does this guy have kids? If he's got kids, you have to look out for... Basically, if you got kids involved in this marriage, you have to have a selfless attitude to this. Because at the end of the day, the last thing you want is your kids growing up without a father. Because that way, sometimes what can happen is the kids can if he's been in his life and then all of a sudden he's out of his life, it can fuck up a child's mind.
Trust
you know
me,
what I mean?
This is what I've always said. Yeah, I'm with my wife now, yeah? No matter what happens, no matter what happens, I'm not going to say a scenario,
yeah?
I ain't leaving her, she ain't leaving me. We're with each other till death does us part, in it, brother. Because for the kids' sake.
Yeah.
If we don't know kids and we didn't like each other, fair enough, see you later, ta-ta, bye-bye. But because we've got the kids now, bro, I know how much you can screw a kid up. Not from my mum and dad were together, so it's not like a personal thing, but I know that it's very, very important to have a solid mother and father, in the family. So, me personally, bro, I'd never ever let that happen, bro. So, and I said to all my friends, don't fuck it up, bro, for the kids' sake, innit?
Yeah. So that my advice to the guy out there would be like, if you got kids, then try your very best to have that respect for your wife and just come back together, innit? Because at the end of the day, yes, your dick did the talking in that situation, but at the end of the day, what did your son or your kids do to deserve this kind of life where, where the kid will be probably going from one house to another house and, feeling that void in his life, you know what I mean?
I don't feel like we're fucking cut out to give advice to anybody, bro. I'll be honest with you, man. I think this podcast's gone on a shit pile already in the first 5 minutes, bro. Because who the fuck are we to give advice
who
to
are we,
anybody?
bro? If the thug in me was giving you advice and say, you know what? Fuck the BT3 bitch, fuck her off, get some new fresh pussy. but the reality of the situation is, don't be a dickhead. Just work at your marriage, because at the end of the day, just imagine your actual marriage, you know what I mean? The day when you got married, all your cousins, all your family looking at you, going, oh, such a nice couple, give him the blessings, and then you're gonna fuck it all up. Seriously, you're gonna fuck that all up. For what? For a BD3 girl. You know what? I can always imagine him going to that BD3 girl and she's sat there. I have this, preconception of this girl. She sat there. What the fuck, Yara? What's going on? Have you fucked her off or what? I'm your love, innit? I'm your love. Like a proper fucking chubby girl.
Yeah.
And he's like, listen, love. And the thing is, Italy. Why the fuck is he going Italy? Such a random ass place, man, innit? I wonder what job he's doing though. You know what I mean? That he has to go to Italy. And I don't know, there's a bit inconsistencies in that story, but...
It's probably a bullshit story, but we wasted about half an hour of podcast on this shit. I don't want to do no more fucking agony uncle shit, bro. I said last week, but I changed my mind. I'm not a fucking agony uncle, bro. I've got my own problems, brother. You have your problems, I have my problems. Hell, ass, fuck it, bro. Yeah, leave me alone. Fuck you, fuck me, fuck everybody, bro.
No. Don't fuck me.
My advice is so shit, bro. So is his. Don't listen to us.
No, listen to us.
Don't listen to us.
Listen to us, brother. Listen to us. We've been through it. We've been through it all. No, we haven't. But yeah, so that would be our advice, isn't it?
Scrap it. Scrap this. Scrap it, bro. I'm out of this out, bro. I'll be honest with you. That's how shit it was. I was just talking for talking's sake then, bro. I'm telling you. I'm trying to give this guy advice, not knowing what the fuck I'm going to say next.
But yeah, man. So moving on.
What a waste of time. From now on, don't ask us questions and don't send us your problems because we can't fucking answer them. So let's just talk generally. Let's just chit chat, bro. Fuck the advice. We can't help ourselves. How can we fucking help people out there, bro?
No, but there was another question that I want to talk to you about.
Come on now.
Right, okay, so there was a brother who mentioned in the comments saying that it seems to him that every time he goes to university, he has people that he talks to. And then when he goes out of work, just like friends, as in kind of work friends he talks to. And he was saying, how can he talk to other people other than work and college? You know what I mean? So basically what he's trying to say is that he feels like he's in a world where he's only speaking to like kind of either students at college or maybe people at work where he works at, but he wants to free himself in it. So what's the advice there? He basically wants us to know like how can I talk more to other people?
You got off top of my head, bro. I'll give you a few options. Yeah, one is going to some chat rooms. You know, there's online you can find chat rooms. You go on Tinder. There's an app called Tinder, or if you're Muslim, there's Musmatch, whatever. You can chat non-stop to people on there, bro. You can link up with girls and guys. Grindr, if you just want guys alone. If you just want the guys.
No, I don't think he wanted any sexual things.
I didn't say sexual, did I?
What the fuck is he gonna do on Grindr?
Bro, these places are places to match up and just chat to people.
Yeah.
You ain't got to suck them off. That's just a bonus if you want to do that shit, innit? But I'm saying, if you, like, when I was a young kid, the way I met girls was these websites back in the day, like Bebo. There's a thing called Bebo back in the day. Face Party, bro. That was the one. If you want to meet people from all over the flipping UK, you go on that bastard, type in the city where you want to meet people, and then you can just chat to people all night long. MSN. I used to be on MSN from the moment I got from high school till about 1 o'clock in the morning. I'd be on MSN chatting to people from all over the UK, mainly girls, just conversing, you know what I mean? Just seeing how I could work my charm on that, you know what I mean? From behind the keyboard. And then I took that from then, advanced to face-to-face meetings and shit with people.
But was it like this? Hi. So you say hi, they
BRB.
say hi. Where you from? UK. Okay.
No, it used to be ASL. Age, sex, location.
As soon as you say male, this conversation is left.
Blocked. Fucking swipe. You know what I mean? Anyway, so I'd say go on some sort of chat. If you don't know, if you've got confidence, I'd say you go out to now it's hard because lockdown, but go out to a shisha lounge, go out to a bar, and just start chit chatting with random people. You look a bit like a weirdo because not things people do now in this day and age. But like when I've been like abroad on my own, traveling for work and stuff like that, I told you before, I'm an introvert anyway. I'm not an outgoing person. I don't like to make friends and I don't give a shit. But if I wanted to, the way to do it is just go out and about and just talk to people as you're out and about. There's a lot of people out there who like that kind of shit. That's why people go traveling, and when they go traveling, they just meet people and make friends and shit.
I'll give you an example. Yeah, you know, like if you go Pakistan or a different country, like for example, I remember I was in Pakistan once. Yeah, I just literally walked out of the door where I was staying from. Yeah, and obviously you go into the hub of like the city, and people are walking past, and just randomly. The conversation just started from there, which basically means, alright mate, how you doing? Where you from? Which area you from? And the conversation started there. I didn't go to myself, why are you talking to me? You know what I mean? But the thing is, in the UK, it's a bit of a different vibe here. Because sometimes what people will do is, like, if you was to go randomly talk to some random person that you've never met on the street and say, alright mate, how you doing? He'll probably look at you and go, weirdo, I don't know him. Stacy, I don't know who the fuck this guy's talking to me. Loser, you know what I mean? I think that's the mentality that in the UK people have sometimes, you know what I mean?
Sometimes, not all the time.
Not all the times, but I guarantee you, like, there's been times where I've never known anyone, yeah, and I've just, like, gone up to him and said, alright, mate, I've been straight up honest. I said, you look quite interesting, mate. You know what do you do? And then all of a sudden the conversation just started, and they're just, like, genuinely interested, and they just want to reply back to you. I think the best way is, I'd say, fuck social media and doing these long ass messages and shit like that. That way it'll just make the person feel much more fucking, you know, mentally kind of inwards in it, you know what I mean? But if you go out there, just talk to people and see how it is, innit? And obviously, if you want to just talk to random people, like even girls, don't approach sexually, approach like, hi there, I love your bag. I bet you'll probably go, fuck you. Who are you? Do I know you? But you know what I mean? Just basically what I'm saying is just, don't have that mentality like, oh yeah, I can only talk to people who I work with or people that I go to school with. Just talk to anyone. Straight up say, look, you look interesting. I want to talk to you. I want to get to know you. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So good luck with that, bro. Let us know how you get on.
Yeah, let us know. Fucking see another message saying, brother got kicked the shit out for no reason. You know.
Anyway, I wanted to let you guys know that the medication I said I was on, which I forgot about last week, is called paroxetine. It's called paroxetine, yeah. I've just remembered now, I was supposed to tell you guys. It's working well at the moment. There are some side effects and stuff like that, but overall it's working very well. I'm going to keep on and let you know how it goes, yeah?
Fucking hell, man. Who are we to fucking say this shit to them? Yeah, bro, try the fucking Diamortin. Try this aclacicillin.
I didn't say try it, bro. I said that I'm gonna let them know this week what it's called.
Well, listen, man. When you're telling about these fucking pills, yeah, I feel like I should be popping them as well, man.
Nah, bro. Trust me, you don't want that shit.
Yeah.
I don't want that shit, bro. It's just better than.
But obviously, before you try these pills, consult with your doctor, innit? Don't just fucking go off.
They can't get him unless to consult with a fucking doctor.
That's fine then. I thought they might do backstreet job, innit?
I don't think anybody does backstreet with them ones.
Kuzi, I got crack, I got cocaine, what do you want? Bro, let me just check with that. Heavy hitters. Can you get what's it called?
Paroxetine?
Proxetine? Bro, I'll have to check with my fucking
Dealer,
innit? You know
my supplier.
My supplier, innit? But yeah, man, just check it before with doctors.
In fact, someone messaged me on Snapchat today saying they got Xanax. You know what Xanax is?
Relaxers.
Yeah. He goes to me, I got Xanax, yeah. I know, a bunch of other shit. You got to hear that purple juice as well that American rappers drink.
Lean.
Lean, yeah. He goes, I got lean, I got Xanax, I got this. I said, how much was Xanax? He goes, £3 a pill. I said, fucking hell, £3 a pill?
Yeah.
Fucking
It's
hell.
a bit expensive, isn't it?
Yeah, man.
Fucking hell. I could get a fucking sour mix, sweet mix for £3.
Could you?
Yeah, you know them fucking pick and mix, £3. That's a fucking big bag, bro.
Is that halal?
Yeah.
Let's talk about that for a second, yeah, because there are a lot of, I don't understand, yeah, there's a lot of Muslims who, I don't want to put you on blast, bro, but there's a lot of Muslims I know who don't give a flying fuck about halal and haram anymore, man. What's going on?
I know. You know what it is, yeah? I'll be honest with you. Right at the early stage of my sweet munching career, there must have been some sweets that I probably ate that were probably haram, which I didn't realize. And then I remember a Molvi came in once and said, brother, you shouldn't be eating these sweets. And we were like, why? What do you mean? Why? They got gelatin. And at the time, we were like, what the fuck is gelatin? And they said, like, you know, it's pig and that in it. Dead meat of pig in it, mixed in.
It's not live, is it, your mother? It's not live.
I know, exactly. But obviously,
It's dead pig meat.
Yeah, and then that from that way, it's just like kind of, obviously, you've had to like kind of, the amount of times now I go to sweet stores, yeah, or like Morrison's or, you know, Tesco's, and I'm about to, you know, grab a chocolate, you know, like a sweet, and I'm like, ooh, this looks nice. And then I turn the packet around and it says gelatin pork, and I'm like, for fuck's sake, put it down. Then you look, oh, fruit pastels. Oh, for fuck's sake. Then you look at Starburst. Oh, that'll do. You know what I mean? That's the only choice you have.
I just don't understand, bro. There's too many. I don't want to get a religion again and get a fatwa on me, bro, and get shot outside the studio.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, I've noticed too many Muslims just being just half-assed, bro. I'm 0 to 100. I'm either going to be not religious, or I'm going to be very religious.
Yeah.
I'm not going to be half-assed.
Yeah.
You know they say you're supposed to drink, because it's Sunday, you're supposed to drink water.
Yeah.
Sat down, aren't you?
Yeah.
The only Muslims are seen squatting and drinking water.
And then they're having a packet.
Where does it say drink water and squat? Where does it say do that? It says you're supposed to sit down when you drink water. But 99% of Muslims I've seen are squatting. Just go find a seat and sit down and drink your water. Why are you squatting like you're taking a shit while you're drinking water? Now, I don't want to, like I'm saying, bro, I've got family who do that as well, so I'm not even trying this. I'm just saying, just half-assed people. I spoke to a guy the other day. He says he goes to McDonald's and gets Big Macs. He's Muslim, yeah?
Yeah.
We've got a friend who in the UK had a bucket of KFC chicken, which was haram, yeah?
And we went to Dubai.
And I went to Dubai and he had a fillet of fish sandwich. Dubai is all halal. In Dubai, he had a fillet of fish sandwich, but in the UK, he had a bucket of KFC chicken.
And I even remember when he asked for the fillet of fish in Dubai, the fucking staff started getting nervous. They're like, fuck me, we've never had to give out fillet
Exactly,
fishes.
and it had bones in it. That was the karma on the bastard, it had bones in it. But anyway, going back to it, yeah, like this guy said to me, and this guy's like quite a well-known, he's like quite a learned guy, you know, means like reads books and all that.
Yeah.
He said, I don't know what he said exactly because I didn't take it all in, but he said something about the fact that when you're in a country where it's not a Muslim, it's not an Islamic country, you have to like eat whatever you can to survive. But it's not like there's a burger shop down the road which is halal.
Yeah.
What he meant when he was telling me what he meant, in my mind, if you're in a country like back in the day when it was camels and horses, and you're stuck in a land where they haven't got halal food, you got to eat to survive. Fair enough, innit, bro?
Yeah.
But when you're in Bradford and there's McDonald's there with haram food, or there's a UKFC there with halal food, you go over there. You ain't got to go there because that's not the only option you got.
And the other crazy thing is when one of the boys were about to eat the haram chicken burger, he was like this, and he goes, Bismillah, and just blowed on it. And we looked at him thinking, What are you doing, bro? You know it's haram, and you know you cannot get a vegetarian option, yet you're just going like this.
Yeah.
It's like as if he was putting himself in that situation to say like, look, boys, I don't know what to do, but you know what? I'm doing it the right way. You know what I mean? But it's like, no, you're not. You're doing it the wrong way. But it is what it is, isn't it? In them situations, you can only just look at the person and go,
yeah, I can't judge. I don't judge. But I just try and work out in my mind where these people's minds are at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When I was living in Dubai, bro, I used to go and film like nightclubs, bars, in hotels. Yeah. And sometimes I go into these hotels, where the bars are in. Yeah, and go in the bar to make a video of the bar and you shoot and everything. And there'd be full Arab sign, full Arab kandoras, headgear and everything, drinking a bottle of Budweiser. They never understood what was going on.
Is it?
Why is he drinking a bottle of Budweiser? It don't taste nice. Guaranteed, even white people said beer tastes like shit. They're drinking to get drunk, you know what I mean? Why is he drinking Budweiser? It didn't look like, he looked like chalk and cheese.
Maybe he's just trying to fit into the country that he's going to probably travel next to.
I don't know, bro. I don't know. People are just fucked, man.
Yeah, guys, if you're doing this kind of stuff, you just need to ask yourself, follow your deen. Don't follow society's.
Let's not get too religious.
You know what I mean?
It was quite refreshing. Just met with 3 Malvis, bro.
Did
3
you?
proper full beard Malvis. They run an Islamic school in Bradford, bro. I met with them. They've been following the podcast for a while, following my vlogs for a while as well.
Yeah.
Really nice brothers, 3 of them, yeah. Look like someone from flipping Muslim mafia, bro. Proper, you know, like...
Hennies.
Yeah.
Proper hen style.
Yeah, beards and like... If you saw him, you'd get intimidated.
Like Kimbo Slice style.
Yeah. But then when they started talking to me, bro, they were not like this backwards kind of mentality like you think they'd have, bro. They had like quite a refreshing mentality. You know, saying just do what you can, you know, do the best you can kind of thing.
Yeah.
Not like you do 5 prayers, read the Quran every day, do this. And they're running an Islamic school, so it shows that
that's good to see.
Not everybody's the same. They're the kind of guys who I'd like to represent the religion compared to the guys that I've seen. Who just make it very negative, you know what I mean? But
it's like sometimes, you know, like when you go read Eid Namaz or something, and you have like the speaker that speaks about, you know, before they do the namaz, they kind of give their words of wisdom in it. And I've sometimes realized when I'm sat there and I'm hearing them, for some reason they don't have that connection, because, you know, first of all, their English is not fully like kind of... Yeah. It's not onto the level of where they can...
They're very backwards thinking as well, all traditions and all that.
Yeah, it's just like you sometimes can't connect. But what you're saying about these brothers that you've met, it seems like more modernized, more like kind of more... They know how to connect in it.
Exactly,
so we need more people like that maybe on the, you know...
To represent the religion, 100%, bro. 100%.
But it's good, man. It's
Old
good.
School out, new school in, bro.
Yeah.
That's it. That's the only way to get people... To get the new generation into the religion rather than away from the religion.
I remember once there was this Molvi, I'm not going to mention any names, but he said, first of all, you know, when you read namaz, you must bring up your right fingers. I thought, what the hell is he on about fingers? But he's on about fingers, isn't it? You know what I mean? He's just, you know, like kind of the little touches like that. It just like kind of makes you a bit like kind of, what, sorry, excuse me? You know what I mean? One of them, innit? But...
Yeah, it's like when I used to go to mosque when I was a kid. Every Muslim young kid goes to the mosque after school. It's just a tradition, and it's a thing. But when I went to, they used to kick the fuck out of the kids, bro. Like kick the fuck out of them. Yeah. Like it was more, rather than being a religious after school Quran studies class, it was like a kickboxing class.
But the thing is,
but my dad said, because I'm not full, you know, I'm half white, bro. Yeah. So my mum must said to my dad, you tell him don't lay a fucking finger on him, yeah. So my dad took me to the school and he said to the Malvi, don't touch my son, yeah. Yeah, we know you kick fuck out of the rest of them, but don't touch my son. So he was like, all right, cool. So I was like the one that no one fucking touched.
I'm touchable, untouchable.
Honestly,
we like, touch me and I'll sue you.
I was like, you can't touch it. I was MC fucking Hammerpan dancing about my Shavakami dancing about the corridors, bro. But he did hit me once, though, bro. But I fucking flipped at him, man.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, this is the kind of shit I grew up with, bro. Seeing this kind of shit. Where was the need for the Mulvies to kick the fuck out of all the kids, man?
I think they don't do that now, because obviously my nephew's going to like mosque.
I'm sure they do still.
No, they don't do it. It used to happen back in the days, but now they changed it. Because obviously, I think what happened was like some kids had actually died from the beatings as well. That's what I heard, like kind of. And then obviously people that
one of the teachers used to jump over the tables with the Qurans on them with a plank of wood in his hand to hit the kid. Yeah. Just jump over the Qurans.
they used to do this thing called murgi as a part of punishment, where basically you stand up, you bend down, you put your fingers through your legs, and then you touch your ears, which is called the murgi, and you have to hold that position till, you know, I don't know how long, but these are like kind of the techniques that they used to do in it. But obviously this was back in the days, isn't it? Not
Tell
now.
me what it means in English.
In English is what I just explained in English. You just
No, the word murgi.
Murgi, yeah. So the word murgi means chicken. It used to be called the chicken. So basically, that's what they used to do. If you didn't get your, you know, your teachings, you know, like if you couldn't recite well, as a form of punishment that because you didn't do your work and stuff, that's what you had to do. And yeah, very inventive way of punishment, but that's now abolished. Just to get one thing straight.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's what used to happen back in the days.
I used to in Quran class and stuff. I used to, you know, they have like a red book or green book.
Yeah.
And it has like all the basic breakdown of the religion.
Yeah.
And I used to take the little stories out of the books, and then make like a play out of it.
Yeah.
And at the end of this class every day, I'd go stand up in front of the whole class and do like a modernized play of the, you know, like different little religious stories.
Yeah.
I'd take them out of that and I'd make them a bit more funny and like more on the level of everybody in the class of our age, and I'd play it out and everything, and it'd be like informative while all the kids are learning, but also I'd make a fucking joke out of them and they'll laugh and everything.
Give me an example.
There was loads of them. Remember that there's one story about the prophet who went inside the fish's belly.
Right.
Do you know about that story?
No.
Hey, did you know about that story?
Yeah.
There you go.
Okay.
That one was one of them I played out in front of the class, and it just made it a bit jokey and all that, and not disrespectful jokey, but
Oh, cool.
even had the Mulvey laughing, bro.
Yeah.
So that was my way. That was my way of getting, you know, learning and getting, you know.
That's good, man.
Oh yeah.
So moving away from
religion,
because we don't want to get into deep waters, because sometimes it can be offensive to some and not offensive to others. You know what I mean? But let's move on to a question that we got was, what is your most embarrassing moments that you've had?
What's yours?
Mine? I don't know. An embarrassing moment for me, I don't know. There's so many, man. Like, what's one of yours?
Maybe yours first, bro.
The thing is, like, I don't know. There's loads of embarrassing moments in there, you know what I mean?
Give me one then.
But I know of an embarrassing moment that I've seen that I can explain to you.
Go on.
Basically, it's like, you know, like when you come back from Pakistan, and you know, like when you go through the airports, yeah. And I just remember, man, like yesterday, like obviously we were in Pakistan and we come back. Obviously, everyone in the plane is Pakistanis, and they're going through immigration. You know, like when they, you know, stamp their passports. And I just remember there was this like kind of middle-aged man in it with the daddy in it, and he was coming through, and you could see, you know, the immigration officer that was stamping, he just had a face like a slapped ass in it. He just didn't want to know in it. And this Asian guy thought to himself, you know what, let me separate the packies from the pack in it and be a bit of a hipster guy in it, go up to this guy in it, because obviously when they came in, he goes to the guy in it, you know, who was stamping. He's like, hi mate, how's it been in the UK then, you know, like trying to engage a conversation. And literally that guy just goes, come on, move on mate, move on. And I just fucking, you know, like when your heart sinks for that person, like you feel so embarrassed. And I just thought to myself, you know what, I've seen this brother trying to, you know, separate himself from the pack of the packies and try to be, you know, flamboyant, a bit different, innit? You know, just to give that personality about us, innit? Like to show, look, not everyone's like kind of, you know, just trying to get into UK and stuff like that, innit? But the guy's reception of that Asian guy was like, you know, I ain't got time for you, mate. Go on, fuck off, mate, fuck off. And the crazy thing is, some people might say, yeah, he was a dickhead, but I kind of saw kind of racism there. And also I saw kind of, you know, like kind of the way the guy was looking at everyone on that plane was just like, you fucking packies, come in here, fucking hurry up, chick, go and get out. And what doesn't help as well is sometimes the aunties, you know what I mean? You know, the Asian aunties, because they just got like a prefixed face, like, and they'll be like, hi love, have you got your passport? Jangira, kya akhna pya? Jangira. oh, Jingira kya krapa? Look, have you got your passport? You know, so it just kind of builds it up for them as well from their point of view to say, you know what, these fuckers don't even learn that English, and they're just coming over. You know what I mean? And the thing is, I can flip that and say that, yeah, this was my experience coming to the UK from Pakistan. But when I went to Tenerife and I came back, it was a whole different vibe, because obviously you've got different people in it, different cultures all mixed in it. And I just remember, when I came from Tenerife and we was, given the passports, they were like, "Hi guys, you okay? Oh, how you doing, little one? You alright? Did you have a nice holiday? Chick, go on, mate. Oh, hi there. You okay, Susie? Susie, how was the holiday? Was it 5-star? Oh my God, I'm so jealous that you guys had an amazing holiday. Go on, guys." And then I'll think about that and I'll move it back to Pakistan. When I was coming back, I was like, fucking hell. That just made me feel so embarrassed. You know what I mean? It's like as if I was saying to myself, no matter how hard you try, you're just seen as a packet, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But then again, hopefully, you shouldn't have that mentality, but sometimes it's hard to escape that mentality, when you see like shit like that happen to people. And yeah, that was like kind of a cringe, embarrassing moment that I experienced for someone else's point of view, you know what I mean? Like kind of, and it just kind of, I felt embarrassed, you know what I mean? It's kind of weird, even though it was happening to that guy, it's like as if I was embarrassed, you know what I mean?
It's a cringe moment, isn't it?
Yeah, it was a cringe moment, yeah.
Yeah.
What about you? What's your embarrassing moment?
When I was in high school, I had this friend called Chris, yeah, who was very sexually active, yeah. He had sex when he was like 12 years old or something.
Okay, no.
I'm telling you.
12 years old, yeah?
I didn't know what my fucking dick was at 12 years old, and he was having sex at 12 years old, so it was a bit weird one like that. But anyway, we were talking in technology class one day, and he goes to me, started talking about masturbation and stuff. I didn't know what he was talking about, man. I literally didn't know. He was trying to explain to me and all that shit. I was like, I don't know, man. And anyway, next day he brings me this fucking porn magazine in, and he goes, "Take that home with you and look through it tonight when you go home." I said, "Okay." So I put it in my bag, and when I got home, I went to my room and I was looking through it and all that shit. And obviously, got a bit excited with some of the pictures in there, bro. Never seen anything like that before in my life.
Yeah.
And anyway, long story short, got my dick out, and and I'm going to work as you do, and stupidly, I was doing what I was doing, but I didn't have the TV on. So
You did have the TV on.
I did have the TV on, yeah. I was just doing what we're doing under the covers, yeah. Having a good old time. And my dad walks in the room, and as Pakistani dads do, but I'm sure that none of them fucking knock, bro. They just fucking barge straight in. And he looked at me and he goes, "What are you doing?" And I'm under the cover, yeah. And I said, "Oh, just chilling." because I didn't have the TV on. If I had the TV on, it would have made sense. He said, "What are you doing?" I said, "I'm just chilling." And he goes, "Why are you all red and sweating?" I said, "It's a bit hot, isn't it?" Anyway, any other dad in that situation would have seen there's something fishy going on. Fucking back up, close the door. My dad walks over to me as fast as he can and pulls the cover off to see me and my dick in my hand and a fucking porn magazine open on the bed. And he goes like this. He grabs a fucking porn mag, runs into my mum's room, throws it on the bed. She goes, "Hell!" He goes, "This is what your son's doing in the other room, dirty bastard." He's got his dick in his hand. My mum goes, "He's just experimenting." My dad made me take the magazine with a hard on to the bin outside and throw it in the bin. Next day, Chris goes, "Where's my magazine?" I said, "Dad, throw it in the bin, man. Fucking don't ask."
Fuck me.
That was one of the most embarrassing stories. My dad probably doesn't even remember that story, but he'll see this podcast now and remember when. But that's God honest truth, bro. Yeah. That was my first. That was my first masturbation experience, and it never stopped me. I tell you that.
Fucking hell! Imagine if this was like another household. The other dad would have been like, "What's that, son?" "Oh yes."
Go on, son.
Let's do it together.
Who can finish first? Fucking hell,
wow,
bro.
that is a fucking embarrassing moment.
That was one of the most embarrassing stories.
I think what it is with Asians, they don't tend to know when to stop. They want to inquire more in it. You know what I mean?
Bro, just fucking. I felt like saying, "Dad, back up and close the door."
Just to get that grip on the paper. That's funny. That I find that funny. You know when you go,
Yeah, isn't it?
when you change the paper, fuck you know.
That's genuinely a true story, bro. I'm not joking. I was about 12, 13 years old, man. That was one of the most embarrassing times of my life.
My mind's just thinking fucked up things out.
And another embarrassing story.
Yeah.
To this day, bro, I can't really leave it down because I'm still with my wife now, obviously.
Yeah. Go on, tell us.
I had a couple of girlfriends. Well, I had one girlfriend and a couple of flings before I met my my wife, who was my girlfriend for a few years before I married her, obviously. And for some reason, I don't know why, bro, just because English people going back to your parents' house is not a dodgy thing to do. But when you got a Pakistani dad, taking a fucking girl back to your house is a fucked up thing to do. You know what I mean? You don't do that shit because your dad's going to give you a fucking grilling.
How do you mean, like what?
Imagine you living at home with your mum and dad.
Yeah.
And you got a white girlfriend. Yeah. Imagine taking that girl back to your house to meet your parents. What would they do?
What, bring it to like, to introduce
Say,
her?
Mum, dad, this is my girlfriend. What would they do?
They'd be like, bastard, you're not supposed to have girlfriends at this age. Kick fuck out of me.
Exactly. I bring this girl back to my house. Just fucking what she said. That can I come to your house? Yeah, let's go with it. Yeah. We were young. We had fuck all to do. We've been to cinema so many times. Been Nando's. Been this and that. We had fuck all to do. Yeah. I said, yeah, come back to my house. I've been to her house about a million times. Yeah. I said, yeah, come back to my house, man. Let's go. Go to my house, and we go in and all that. And we're chilling, whatever. And then my dad grabs me to the side. He goes, "Who the fuck's this?" I said, "My girlfriend." He goes, "Are you fucking mental?" I said, "We're gonna have Mum's making dinner. We're gonna have some dinner." He goes, "You're gonna eat in the fucking garden." I said, "No, come on, Dad." He goes, "No, you're gonna eat in the fucking garden."
Was it raining or was it?
No, it wasn't raining. But he made me and Holly, who's my wife now, we just got boyfriend and girlfriend. We had to go and sit in the fucking garden and eat dinner.
But did you not want to, like, before you took her to your house, did you not, like, kind of maybe want to think?
I didn't think, bro. I didn't think. It was my stupid. But my wife never let me live it down. She goes, "Remember the time your dad made us eating dinner next to the gutters?" I said, "Yeah, I know, man." Okay, and I'm sure I went for a fucking shit as well and fucking flushed toilet while we were eating dinner because the fucking gutter started flushing out. He's there upstairs looking out the window, fucking taking a shit, flushing it, and we're sat there eating chicken with the fucking drainage coming out. Yeah, we never fucking. My dad says he can't remember that now, but it definitely happened, man. Fuck me, man. But I'm not trying to rinse my dad now. My dad's a good guy.
Yeah, dad's gonna fucking. Well, your dad's should be coming on this podcast soon as well.
Yeah. I've asked him to come, but he goes because of coronavirus at the moment. He don't want to. Because he lives in Leeds, doesn't he? He don't want to come to Bradford and all that shit. He says.
But we'll definitely get Harris's dad on the podcast. Ask him some questions. I've got a couple of questions for him.
He's a very wise guy, my dad.
He's a very interesting character because when I used to go to Harris's house, me and him had some good conversations. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And so one of the other questions was like, what's our embarrassing moment together that we've had? I've got one.
Go on.
Basically, first time. Remember when you went to Dubai the first time? Me, you and Sherry, we all went together in it, and you had a very important meeting in one of the buildings, and the thing was like, this building had like one of them doors, you know, them swivel doors, you know that
revolving.
Revolving doors, and basically he goes, "Boys, this is a big client in there, yeah. I need to go in there, innit? And basically, you know, like when you enter a building, there's a whole different vibe in the building. It was like a quiet, high class building, innit? With them kind of, you know, them proper sexy looking women, like with them, what do you call them, cuts? You know, hairstyles.
Tight bun.
Yeah, tight bun hairstyles with the suit on. You know, like sat there with the glasses as well, like looking proper. You know, more or less like model-esque. You know what I mean? And I remember you was like, "Right, boys, I'm gonna go in here." And you had like a backpack on as well, didn't you? And obviously, me and Sherry were like, "All right, we'll stay outside. You go inside, innit? Ask him like, obviously, you want to go see this person, innit?" He's like, "Cool." So you go inside, and as you're about to go inside, your fucking backpack gets stuck in that revolving door, innit? So rather than a normal person going in, would be like, "Hi mate, you okay? Can I speak to so and so?" With yours, it was like a case of going in and then like the fucking your backpack was stuck and you're in the door like fucking trying to walk in and you couldn't get in. And I just remember you fucking her face was like, "What the fuck is this?" You know what I mean? And you're like, hi, and then I remember you fucking came back out and you're like, "Fuck it, let's get out of here." It's like that whole meeting that you planned was just like, now let's just get the fuck out now. It's finished.
It got
I fucked
tarnished.
up.
It got tarnished, bro.
It got tarnished because the way the fucking initial.
I should have took my
walk-in-
fucking backpack off, held it in my hand, and then
Yeah.
walked in, bro. I didn't realise I had my laptop in it. That's my laptop got caught.
Yeah, basically you got caught and then it just fucking whole.
Because those doors, the revolving
Yeah.
doors, they didn't go backwards. They only
Yeah.
went round that way.
I know, yeah.
So I was stuck. I couldn't go that way. I couldn't go that way. I was stuck like this. Fucking stupid, man.
And I just remember saying to you as well, Harris, fuck that, fuck what's happened, just still go inside. And you were like, boys, there's no point now. I've fucked you. It's beyond like fucking salvaging this, innit?
Yeah.
And then we went back in it. So yeah, that was an embarrassing moment for us both, because obviously I kind of felt your pain in it when you was walking in. But yeah, fucking hell, a lot of embarrassing moments there for you guys.
There's loads, bro.
Yeah. So yeah, so moving swiftly on to another subject, then embarrassing ourselves any further. What do we want to talk about now?
Don't know, there was something else I wanted to mention in this podcast, but I always forget, man. I always forget.
You know, there's a lot of things.
Let me check my phone. I might read some fucking shit down.
Yeah.
I like it to flow. Oh, someone asked a big question, bro. How do we stay motivated during COVID? Because obviously now, bro, now they're doing this fucking mad shit of the 10 p.m. lockdown and all that, and then now they're going to go to some tier 3 bullshit. I don't even know. I can't keep track of it anymore, what's going on, bro, but...
Basically, there's 3 tiers. You got tier 1, tier 2, tier 3. Tier 3 is tier 3 the most...
That's the worst one.
That's the worst one. If you're in tier 3, you're fucked. If you're in tier 2, you're semi-fucked. If you're in tier 1, you're alright. Do your business.
Okay, so...
So we're in tier 2.
Okay, we're going to tier 3, they're saying.
They're saying that we possibly could be going into tier 3.
Okay.
So that means that we're fucked.
So basically, someone wants to know... Someone has asked me to talk about how we stay motivated. Also, sorry guys, 1 second. There was another one, someone actually messaged me... Need to keep track of these more.
You're going.
Okay, want to know how we met our spouses, how we met our wives. So we'll talk about that quickly, and then also wanted to how we deal with failure. Things not going how we planned. So first of all, let's talk about how we deal. First of all, let's talk about how we stay motivated in COVID. Stop fucking smiling. Then we want to talk about how we deal with failure and how things don't go the way we wanted them to go.
Right.
And then we'll talk about how we met our wives. So
Okay, that's fine.
I'm not staying motivated during COVID. If you can't tell, I'm kind of giving up on life in COVID. I finally got my fat ass into the gym, and the day after the first session of the gym closes and they're not doing it anymore. So that fell on its fucking ass. And then it kind of made me less motivated to even try and go to another gym, or people like, go for a walk, go for a jog. Fuck, I can't be bothered, man. So it is what it is. That's my mentality. I'm very lucky in the senses I've got work coming in at the moment. So until that stops, I'm motivated in the sense of just pay the bills and to, like I said in the last podcast, bro. Even the big hitters that I know are saying that they're just in survival mode at the moment. So I'm not gonna go around thinking I'm gonna boast and make loads of money and be stacking and shit. It's normal. It's normal for everybody to be skint at the moment. Even the big boys are skint. So who are we? Where you know what I mean? So if you're skint, if you're struggling, don't feel bad. Don't beat yourself up about it, because everybody's going through the same thing. All right, we just got to just think about it as survival mode. We've got to survive through this until it blows over or until it gets better, and that's how you got to stay motivated. There's no other way to look at it on any of the brighter side other than we have to just get through this situation the best we can and just stay on the survival mode. That's all I can say. You got anything to say about that?
Yeah, I think basically everyone's fucked at the moment, and yeah, what keeps me motivated is the fact that I see it as like kind of a journey of unknown. You know, like when you watch a movie, why do you watch a movie? Because you want that coziness, that sense of story of where it's going to take you, you know what I mean? I think that's the way I look at this situation. I don't know what the fuck's happening with me. I don't know where I'm going, but whatever's happening, let's just see where that road takes me. That's how I keep motivated in this situation.
Well, that's one way to look at it. Mystery. That's one way to look at it. But,
Then you'll probably see I'll be out of a house. Fucking bills are outstanding.
He's trying to shoot with a fucking cup of trying to get I don't know where it's been enough, but you know.
I don't know where the fuck this road took me, but have you got 5p, mate? You know what I mean?
You go around back in Bill and give you a blowing. Don't know where it's gonna take me, but I'll do it. You fucking glass half full kind of guy.
Yeah, mate, where's my money? Oh, you bastard. Well, if it makes it better, I did have COVID. Okay, man.
Anyway, so yeah, that's that spoken about. The second thing we're going to speak about was how we deal with failure. This is a big one for me, bro, so you better speak about it first.
Bro, in life you always get failures, innit? I get failures on a daily basis, you know what I mean? Like, for example, if I think that something's going to be successful, it might not be. But the way you look at it is like, I always use this mentality, innit? Like, you've got a baseball bat, yeah? And it's like a game of, not baseball bat, but you got a cricket bat, yeah? And it's a case of like someone's throwing a ball at you and you're trying to go for that sixer, which that sixer represents success. But every time you miss one, you've always got that second chance to go for it, you know what I mean? So that's the way I kind of deal with failure. It's like, if you fail at something, you know what? It'll just make you stronger, resilient, and more determined. And that's the mentality I have. If I fail on something, like for example, so they say some people love people's failures, you know what I mean?
Yeah. They like to see people fail,
yeah. They like to see people fail, man. Like, for example, if your intention is clear and your heart is honest, you will know that, if people like to see you fail, let them think that way, but always know inside that, you know what, yes, I might be failing, but deep down you don't know that I'm getting stronger day by day, because this failure is just making me stronger. Because sometimes people, if they always got success and then they fall on their feet, they're just like kind of, oh no, they just fucking crumble in it. But if the person who's always been failing and is climbing, he'll appreciate things much more. You know what I mean? That's my rendition, but you'll probably have a better rendition of failure.
See, I don't know. I feel like I've experienced all kinds of different failures. But quick story for you while we're on the subject of failure. While I was living in Dubai, probably about six months before I moved back to the UK and I gave up my life in Dubai, one of the guys who I knew, who I did videos for in Dubai, his dad was the CEO of like 10 different companies, big companies, global companies. One of them was Skechers. So he basically owned Skechers in the Middle East. So obviously Skechers in the UK, Skechers America, whatever. This guy's dad, who I knew, he owns Skechers. Basically, long story short, the guy said to me, my dad wants to do a campaign for Skechers. Would you be interested in pitching him an idea for the ad, and I'll see if he wants to go with you. I'll try and persuade him, because he's my little link. He said I'll try and persuade him to go with you. So yeah, I did the pitch, because I was friends with this guy. He put the good word in with his dad. His dad was being this big businessman. I finally got in front of this guy who was very intimidating, but I managed to get the approval to do this ad. So then I had to go and do the storyboards, the planning, the preparation, the shot list, the story, the everything from. I had to get a team together. It took about 3-4 months just to plan everything out. Did the storyboards, did the story, did the shot list, got all the equipment. I was gonna be hiring out all the big equipment. A team of like 100 people to shoot it.
And were you paying out of your pocket while?
Yeah. I was paying out hundreds of pounds every day just to. I had to get a proper storyboard artist. I'm not gonna sit there and fucking scribble myself, bro. So I got a storyboard artist who sketches fucking storyboards like movie storyboards, bro. Like the proper shit. This was gonna be a 1 million dirham deal for me, bro. Yeah, this was gonna be the biggest deal of my entire career. Everything I'd done in my career up to this point, this was gonna be the pinnacle of that.
Yeah.
This was gonna take me from being just a videographer doing videos for all these different fucking people to then now becoming a commercial fucking video director. And once you do one, bro, it's domino effect.
Yeah.
Once you do one big fucking commercial in Dubai, because these commercials in Dubai, they go across the Middle East and North Africa. MENA, they call it, MENA, Middle East, North Africa. They go across, and they don't fuck about, but they do billboards, they do video boards, they do across cinemas, all cinemas campaign, all TV campaign, everything, bro. They go fucking big. Right. So this was a big deal, and I was going to get 1 million dirhams paid into my bank account.
What's that in English money?
I don't know about it, but it was a fucking... The word million is there, bro. It's enough in it. So, and I know I had to pay a little bit of money to this guy, that guy, this, you know, the crew and the cast, the models and all that shit. I had it all prepared, bro. The day I was going to this fucker's office to sign the contract and get $1 million dirhams transferred into my account and start the shoot the next day, the guy didn't even call me himself. His fucking secretary called me and said, unfortunately, Mr. Roy has decided to team up with the American sketchers and do a combined campaign instead. The fucking day I was going there. Now, I'd spent thousands of pounds in preparing, hours and hours and hours of work, going back and forth for meetings with him, the owner of the Sketches Middle East, the son, the whole team, sitting in boardrooms. I got pictures on my Instagram, bro, months and months leading up to it, of me sat in a big boardroom with all Sketches pens and doing the fucking storyboard, everything, bro. I've got all this shit leading up to it. I was getting excited. I was telling my wife, listen, I was like, this is a big one. This is the big one. Now, I've never had failure like that before that or after that in the sense of work-wise. I've never had that. To lose $1 million dirhams in one day like that, I've never felt so disheartened, bro.
Yeah.
I was ready to give it all up right then and there, but I said to myself, listen, just pick yourself up. It's a fucking story to tell to your kids later on in life if you do make it one day. Now, still in my mind, the concept that I had for that ad, I've never seen it yet. And it's a fucking sick idea. So hopefully, I don't know, God willing, one day, maybe I'll take that concept and that idea and the storyboards and all the stuff I've still got on my computer at home, take it to another brand and maybe they'll want to do it. You know, Sketches is just small fish anyway. Take it to a bigger fish, you never know, bro, or, you know, see what happens. But yeah, you can imagine, bro, that was gonna not only forget the million dirhams is the $1 million, bro. Yeah. But imagine how many millions of dirhams I would have made once you do one ad for and plus that this guy owned Skechers, he owned K-Swiss, he owned Nike, he owned that brand that fucking Manny Pacquiao wears all the time. This fucking Filipino brand, starts with the L or something. He always wears it. It's like a running shoe or something. So he owned that Manny Pacquiao brand. He owns about fucking 20, 30 different companies, bro. All different kind of clothing brands and shit.
Okay, so what happened then? Obviously, like, once you found out that they're not going, what were your questions?
I was chasing up this motherfucker saying, what's going on?
Is that the guy or is that the son that said that he'll be...
No, the son was just a connection for me to get to the dad. He had after that, he had nothing to do with it. Yeah. He had no say in it.
So you were just chasing up the dad then?
I was chasing up the dad, and the dad's obviously, he's like Alan fucking Sugar, bro. He's a big businessman. It's not like I had him on my fucking speed dial. Yeah. Whenever I met with him, the meeting was arranged through myself and his PR woman or his PA or his fucking assistant or his daughter or whatever, who all worked in the same company. Only time I ever spoke to him was when I went and sat in front of him in his office, you know what I mean? Yeah. HD, by the way, this one can go over a bit this week because...
Will that carry on?
Yeah, it's going to carry on because past few times we've been doing it, cutting a bit short, bro. Right, okay. But now we can go over it because we're late anyway, so... So yeah, I'll be honest with you, bro, I went through... really hard time a few months after that because obviously of the whole build. It was like a hot air balloon getting blown up and popped. Yeah. I got popped, bro. A few months after that, I started to make the plans to move back to the UK. That wasn't the reason why I moved back to the UK, but that was one of the
biggest reasons.
No. That was one of the what's the word now? One of the
contributions.
Yeah, it was a contribution. One of the dominoes in one of the cards in the deck. Yeah. Whatever. I don't know what the word is, but one of the. Yeah, let's say one of the card in the deck. You know when you do the card in the a domino effect. You know when you flick dominoes over and they all fall. That was one of the dominoes in the whole thing. You know, plus the fact that I thought about. I've already done a video on this on my channel anyway, but. Bro, the Arabs send their kids to school in the UK or in America, and I'm going to spend hundreds of thousands of dirhams to send my kids to school in Dubai. It didn't make sense, so that was another one as well. Thinking about my kids' future and all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, because I do remember you mentioning to me saying that, Z, you know what it is, Dubai's not as it cut out to be, man. Because to think about it, all these rich guys, they send their kids all abroad because they get free education. Why am I going to spend 30 grand just for to enroll the kid and then another so many grand just to have them in education?
It's fucking ridiculous money, bro. It's ridiculous money. Going back to failure. Yeah. Getting past that, it took a few months, but then eventually you've got to pick whatever the fuck happens to you in life, whether it's failure, whether it's the death of a loved one, whether it's you fucking lose your legs, whether it's you fucking go bankrupt, whatever the fuck happens to you, you have to just you have to pick yourself up and carry on.
Yeah.
You have to. It's just human nature. You have to. Yeah, and everyone will. No matter what happens to you, you eventually going to have to just pick yourself up and carry on. Because life's life, innit?
Could you not get reimbursed for all that money that you spent on the other people?
They don't give a fuck, bro. It's gone anyway now. I've been through that shit. Telling the story now doesn't even bother me anymore. It's a shame, and it would have. Right now I won't be sat here right now. I'll be sat somewhere in some fucking penthouse somewhere. You know what I mean? Snorting lines of cocaine or something. I'm joking, I won't really. I'm joking, I won't really.
Sounds like you're in the peasant situation
no,
right now.
No, but I'm telling you that would have shot me off to a different direction completely.
Yeah.
And maybe that direction wasn't for me, and that's why, you know, speaking about God and all that, maybe that direction was somewhere where I shouldn't be going. I should be going this direction instead. But fuck knows anyway. It didn't happen. Whatever. And then I came back to UK. Blah blah blah. All that fucking shit. But how I deal with failure is.
Pick yourself up.
I don't know, bro. I can't give advice to people, bro, because I'm a damaged person. I'm on medication at the moment, bro, because I don't like the way that my mind works at the moment on its own. So I have to take medication to keep my levels level. You know what I mean? So I'm not gonna give someone advice, bro. When I go through difficult times, I eat a fucking burger. That's why I look like this. You know what I mean? I comfort eat.
Right.
I've been comfort eating for years, bro. If I have a bad day, I go home, I put my kids to bed, and then I have a fucking burger. That's me done. Then I go to bed, and the next day I wake up to start again. People can say, bro, you fucking look like a fat bastard. Because I fucking comfort eat, bro. Because you have to, everyone's got their own vices. Some people drink, some people snort cocaine, some people smoke weed, some people, I don't know, everyone has different vices, you know what I mean? Everyone's got a vice, no matter who the fuck you are. Some people have different vices which are bad for their health, and some people have other vices which are, you know, someone might have a vice for fucking sucking dick. Just no one knows about it, do you know what I mean? You never know.
Oh, I've had a bad day. Where's the fucking neatest cock
Yeah. Some women might be like that and go and shag about or something, or some people just drink loads of alcohol. Some people eat food like me. Some people, you know, go play football with their mates. Some people go to the gym.
Yeah.
There's some people I see who go to the gym so fucking addictively. It looks fucking bad. Like it's like that's they live in the fucking gym.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But are they ripped as well, or they?
Yeah, they're in good fucking shape, obviously, but they live in the gym. The whole life's about the gym. You know what I mean? So I don't know, but everyone's got their own demons. Everyone's got their own vices. Everyone's got their own shit to deal with. But yeah, as far as dealing with failure, bro, you just got to pick yourself up and carry on. But that's human nature anyway. No matter what, like I said, no matter what happens to you, you're gonna pick yourself up and carry on. So that's that. Anyway, moving on to the.
So the question to the audience is, what is your vice?
Comment below. What is your vice? What's that? Oh. Sorry guys. I'm really sorry. One of the comments that we got was they want you to speak more. So I'm gonna try and shut up a little bit now and you speak.
I talk, bro. Cause I talk.
Why do you tell people a bit about how you met your wife, innit?
Because the only thing I could say about that is no comment.
Why?
No comment.
Do you want to tell them?
It's just one of them like family things, innit? You know, like you got to just see, like my wife, and then just got in touch with the family, do it the right way. You know what I mean? Just like that, innit? We kind of know how you got involved with your wife, innit? Because I was there, innit, on the day when you kind of started speaking about her, because we were at university.
Yeah.
And you met her online, innit? Like through
through friends online, and then she was a girl I spoke to at MSN for months and months and months. She was just one of the names there. I used to speak to hundreds of girls, bro. Back then, bro, you know, that was it. Just young and just full of fun, innit? Like, so
there's something else that rhymes with fun, doesn't it?
Exactly, bro. But yeah, just young and just experimenting.
Yeah.
So chatting to loads of girls, and then one day I said, "Oh, I want let's meet up and stuff like that." And I met her and all that. It was all innocent fun, and we were friends for a long time. But like I said to you before in other podcasts, we were friends for a long time. We used to speak as friends for ages online.
Through MSN.
MSN, all that shit. Yeah, and then I met her, and then we were friends. We were friends like that.
The first time you met her was at the bonfire night, wasn't it? Or
No, that's when I took her on a first date.
First date, yeah.
Yeah, because near my house where I used to live in Leeds, Roundhay Park.
Yeah.
was the best bonfire night going, man.
Yeah.
Fireworks and all that shit. You know HD, you know what I'm saying, brother? Come on, man.
Because I remember when you came back, you were like, this is the one, man.
Yeah, but I said to her one night, I said, what are you doing for bonfire night? She goes, nothing. I said, can I take you to the one near me? It's sick. She goes, yeah. I said, okay, cool. I'll take you for dinner before, innit? She goes, all right, cool. She didn't know it was a fucking date. I'm thinking it's a fucking date. She's thinking, take me for some tweet and fireworks.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yeah, a bit all romantic. She's like, what's this fat shit you think he is? Why is he paying? It's not a fucking date, is it? So she's thinking, anyway, she's chilled. She's like a chilled out kind of woman and that. So I took her to Nando's and that, and then we went to watch fireworks. And then, swear down, bro, I'm not trying to be cheesy or anything like that, yeah, or trying to be like mushy or anything, but like I remember the moment, like I got these feelings, yeah, the fireworks going off, yeah, and I look at her, and her face lit up with the fireworks, and I'm like, got these butterflies and all this weird feeling inside.
It was like, it kind of more or less seems like a scene out of a movie,
Yeah.
You know, like a back shot
Yeah,
going towards two couple, and then you see the choo.
Yeah, exactly.
And then you're like looking at her, and then that, you know, that music comes, that piano music, ding, 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 ding,
Yeah,
ding.
all that shit. Yeah.
And she's just like, and then automatically your head goes on your shoulder, and you're like, you know what I mean?
Anyway, so all that shit, yeah, and obviously,
Think about this one.
that's when I like kind of fell in love with my wife and that, and then she was quite mean at the beginning though. She was quite a mean girl. There's a song by Kanye West which came out at the time we started dating called Heartbreaker.
Fucking hell! Thank God you didn't say.
And
She ain't nothing but a gold digger.
I used to say that song was about her because she used to be really mean, and I think it was kind of like just see whether I was a keeper or not or something. I don't know what kind of game she was playing, but I stuck around because I felt so strongly for her that even though she was mean to me and all that, and she was like, it made me feel like shit and all that. I kind of broke through that. It might have been, I think that's kind of, maybe it was a barrier that she was putting up.
Yeah.
I broke through that shit anyway, and then she fell in love with me, and then we were friends. Then we started, be boyfriend and girlfriend for a few years. We had an amazing time, loads of memories, loads of holidays and all that kind of shit. The kind of shit you're supposed to do with your partner. And we became inseparable and all that kind of shit. Completely in love. Then I proposed to her, took her to the top of Burj Khalifa to propose, which was a big one. Carried the ring around with me all day, and I got on one knee right at the top of the tallest building in the fucking world, bro. And I believe that was the first time that anybody proposed up there as well, so it was a big thing. And then they let me take the ring through security because you're not supposed to take anything through security, which is like lets the alarms off.
Yeah.
I told them told them about it and all that shit. They let me get the ring through.
Was this like day before, or was this like kind of on the day?
No, on the day. So
Yeah.
luckily they let me take it through. But yeah.
What if they said, "Sorry, brother, not right now.
No.
Do it down at the bottom, not at the top." What would you do then?
I don't know. Luckily.
Gone up, gone down. And I love.
No. Luckily, none of that shit happened. But yeah, it was a sick day, man. But I'll be honest with you, when you propose to someone like that, yeah, even though you love them and all, fucking surreal feeling, bro. When did you propose to your wife?
Fucking, there was no proposal.
You just fucking spat all over me, bro.
I'm sorry, there was no proposing, bro. It was. You're right. Yeah?
Harris is not going to be in for the next couple of weeks.
Fucking hell, bro. I'm being so slushed then, bro. Go on.
So, yeah, with us it was no proposing, but it don't work like that in the Asian culture. You know what I mean?
Tell me how it works. I don't know how it works.
First of all, if it was in my situation, I could have never gone to fucking holiday and proposed. You know what I mean? It would have been like, what are these fuckers doing, man? You know what I mean? So our version was like kind of families got together and the case of like, when is the date of marriage? You know what I mean? Just straight up, you know what I mean?
That's it, yeah?
Yeah, that's it, man.
Stone cold.
There's none of this today, but I remember once my missus goes, I'd love to get proposed in a way that she told me this way. she told me this kind of way that she'd love to get proposed in. Obviously, you know, like before, like she goes, like, imagine I'm in town, yeah, and then this is such a fucking weird one. She goes, for me, the perfect way. She goes to me, the way for me to be perfectly proposed to, or a dream come true for me to get proposed, would be like if I was walking in town centre with you and like all of a sudden, you know, like there's people in there, there's a crowd of people in it, and then one person just goes like this, starts dancing, and then the other fucker starts dancing, then everybody starts dancing in it, and then I go, will you marry me? You know what I mean? And I'm thinking,
With the fucking flash mob.
Is that what they call it? Flash mob? Yeah. But they fucking all just start dancing
Fucking
everywhere.
hell.
I was like, fucking hell, that sounds so far-fetched, but no, I could get a couple of packets to do a dance with you. You know what I mean? And that'd be at Raja's takeaway or something, you know what I mean? Fuck me, but yeah. Sorry, man. Sorry if that was a bit too, too ruthless.
To who you say sorry to? Your wife?
Yeah, my wife, and she'd be like, why did you fucking tell everything the whole world? That was my dream.
Oh, man.
But yeah, man, so that's how we propose in the Asian culture. And one thing you was mentioning about, like, when you were getting with your wife and that, but before you got with her, you felt like there was games being played in it. I just want to ask the women out there, why do you play games? And guys, why do you play games as well? Why do you not just say how you feel about each other straight away? Because sometimes there's a lot of fuckery in there.
There is a lot of fuckery, yeah.
There's sometimes people out there that would get on so well together, but they're just bound by the fucking society's kind of enforcement of how shit should go, you know what I mean? For example, there's John, there's Linda. John likes Linda, Linda likes John. There's fucking Tom, the third man. Tom likes Linda, Andy likes Susie, Andy likes fucking Jeanette, Andy likes fucking fucking Joanna, you know what I mean? The thing is, John is a decent guy here, and he wants to like Linda, and Linda likes John as well. But then Tom says, hi, Linda. And Linda's like, oh, hi. You know what I mean? And then Linda's mindset's like, oh, which one shall I go with? Ooh. And they start playing this game where John is like thinking, bitch, I love you. But Tom is thinking, bitch, I want to fuck you. You know what I mean? It's like, just cut that bullshit out. And John, just say how you feel, innit? You know what I mean? Don't play these fucking games where you're just trying to be cool and that, trying to back off and look cool, innit? Let the other person, interfere. Be like, yo, Linda, if you want me, show me, blow me, you know what I mean? No, actually don't say that, but just be like, straight up in it, because a lot of these times they're like proper perfect relationships out there that never get to fruition because of the fucking gamery and the fuckery that happens in it.
But it's cat and mouse. It has to happen. If that didn't happen, the attraction doesn't happen.
Cat and mouse, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know, but everything happens for a reason, mate. Fuck knows, bro.
It is what it is, isn't it? We live in a fucked up world, innit? And also, there's like people out there that just only go with people because of the fucking following, the likes on the Facebooks and shit like that. And that is such a sad bastard thing to do. You know what I mean? If there's, say for example, again, we use John, he's got 17,000 followers, and then you got Tom who's got 2 followers. Linda will probably go with John because he's got 17,000 followers. You know what I mean? It's like, who would do that shit? You know what I mean? It's crazy, man. Do you know what I mean? Like, people want to know people on the status of how big a following they got, you know what I mean? Or how well known they are. But in reality, they might miss the person that's just sat in the corner who's a heart of an angel, you know what I mean? But that does look a bit dodgy, innit? Because he's in the corner, you know what I mean? Could be a pedo or some shit.
What the fuck are you going on about, bro?
I don't know, I'm just saying.
But if that's the case, and they're not meant for each other because she wants fame or whatever it is, and
Like I said, bro, everything happens for a reason.
Yeah.
You know.
But sometimes, sometimes women will make the wrong decisions. So will the guys.
Yeah, that's life, innit, bro?
Yeah. It is what it is. Anything else that we got in our minds today?
I'm done, mate. What we on? What time we on, Eddie?
we are on, my brother. 1 minute, 1 hour, 14 minutes.
Let's wrap it up, bro.
Okay, guys, everybody was saying like make it an hour long, innit?
We made it longer, baby.
We made it longer. Longer the better.
Appreciate it, bro.
Been a pleasure.
Another week in the can. Hopefully they like this one as much as the other ones.
Love you, bro.
Love you too, man.
Keep tuned for the next episode.